Hey everyone, what's up? Today I'm going to show you what happens when things go wrong in my trading. Um, just I took one or a couple of trades which did not work out well, and then proceeded to take another two trades which were just basic beginner errors before an eventual winner. Five trades today, one win, horrendous. Only one of the losses I can happily accept as a loss. The other ones, I should know better. I'll get into the NQ first. So I was patient this morning. I charted up pretty well, I think. Overnight session with a drop, spike up. We came into the spike and channel. Break, new low of this channel. Then we have one working up. We make a new high here. This was the market open around here. Down channel, just no way to get in here. Another big down channel, and again, really no way to get in here. I was maybe looking for a second entry short off the EMA, just no way to get in. Break new low, and then we reverse up. Again, no real entries I like here. I mean, now looking at this wider channel, there's a second entry long here, but yeah, no real break on this leg down. Higher low here, but at the time I didn't have this confirmed. So, and yeah, I think very big risk here of 45 points, but for me, like to keep risk in the NQ to around 30 points, 35 at most, so not something I was interested in. By this swing here, I had this uptrend confirmed. We continue up. Then we get into this sort of range. And the first potential trade I marked was this one here, but not really perfect for me here. We could count this as a first entry short, second entry short failure, plus a higher low of this second entry long. So we have a first entry long, second entry long, higher low. I just felt it looked really sideways by this point. We hadn't come to the other side of the channel, and yeah, we just had this resistance here. But it was very quick and easy. 1 to 2 there. Could have got 30 points. Very easy, but yeah. Have to skip those when I don't feel comfortable. We have the break I expected. So it went 1 to 2, but not much further. Then we had the break I expected, new high. Then we get another potential trade. We have a first entry short, or first entry long there that failed. No, it's a lower high. Lower high here below the EMA. And I didn't take this. I was hoping for a failed second entry long, first entry long, second entry long failure to play the reversal. It didn't come until here. Now, I've got two entries here. I'll try to take away my markings just to make it a bit clearer what happened here. So two videos in a row, I have said I don't like failures when they're wide two legs. I like it when it's in one leg. If a first entry long that fails goes so far down here, second entry long, which is not really a failure because it goes 20 points. And I tell myself this candle here, oh well, that's a failure. We're expecting a new low, let's go short. I've said in two videos at least, avoid these type of failures. So why the f am I taking this trade? Almost stops me out immediately, one tick away from doing so. Then it creates this second entry short. Now this trade, I honestly don't mind it. I think my channel here is okay. And you have a first entry short, an attempt at a new high here, double top, second entry short, expecting a new low of this channel. Maybe a bit sideways here. That's maybe the negative. don't have two very good legs, but I don't mind this loss. But I've taken a contract here and added one here. So if this had worked, I would have felt like a expert, but then it's failed. I'm questioning whether I should have done that. Maybe I should have just stuck with a one contract. But this goes to and this gets moving and it looks like a really good trade. I get one, I could have got 1 to 1.5 risk reward, but it gets to within 5 points, maybe even less, 4.25 points of my target, and then this candle happens. And even on sim, that's just... I hate when this happens. It's so close, and then bulls just go, nope, no you don't, bang, and then the next one, bang, and then, you know what, if it had just stopped me out there, I would have been okay. What it proceeds to do is get to within a point or so of my stop here, and then it wicks back down. I'm in the green again. I'm thinking, okay, but it was just a bit of a scare. And it does the exact same when this candle goes back up. Again, a wick. We're back in the green. I thought, wow, now we're talking. And it comes up, stops me out. And you know, the Sunday evening version of myself would say, look, that's just data. It's just data collection. We're just collecting data. We're just seeing how far we can push these Pat's trades. We're collecting data so we can form our strategy after these 20 trades. But in the moment, even on sim, it just, I just need to walk away. I'm thinking maybe I should just take one trade in a day and that's it. Even if it means missing out on a second trade that's a winner that puts me in the green, just until I accept losses well. Because it comes back up, makes another attempt up, and then drops and goes exactly where I wanted to, and it's hard not to take that personally. So on the NQ, we continue down, and I don't really see any way to get in here. Wait, no. So I turned off my entries, and this is where pandemonium happens. So this looks really good here, a winner. But I'll explain what happened at the same time on the ES. So this was roughly the same time. On the ES, I'd seen a couple of potential trades. Yeah. So this was the early morning session. Just after the open, I saw this potential trade. It's kind of a MAC trade, this one. You have a break new low of this channel down I had. Some congestion. Channel up, break new high. And then it's also counting from this swing. First entry short, second entry short. By the time, for some reason, I thought we might have something wider like this. Just looks stupid now. But at the time, I was a bit worried. But at the same time, I didn't really expect this move to happen. I drew this one, break new low, up again, and then spike in channel. Now this candle here is technically a first entry long, second entry long, and a higher low, but again, coming into these highs, equal top, it's a doji, I wasn't feeling it. But again, I mean, I think this works out. You have to wait a while. Does it work out for 2 to 1? Ooh, no, actually doesn't. So that would have been a bit of a torturous loss there. So glad I didn't take it. Maybe I wouldn't have taken it for the size, 8-9. Yeah, I prefer to have... Still don't think it would have worked for 4 points. 4 points is the maximum I like to risk on the ES, going for 1 to 2. But anyway, break new high, just really difficult chop here. Drew a potential range or tops, bottoms resistance. Then we get here a lower high, and like NQ, I thought I'll wait for a failure. Doesn't come. And very nice move down here. So again, fucking these two trades are the ones that It really pissed me off because I'm pissed off at myself. So we keep just going down, down, sideways, down, up, down. And at this point, I'm thinking there's probably something wider. But I've had it something like this. There's no... Putting it like this, I'm missing these swings here. There's not good chart reading. And at the time, we could have potentially had some overshoot here. We get this short-term channel up. We get a first entry... Oh no, we get a first entry short, second entry short. Just fucking... It just pisses me off, this mistake. So first there's overshoot. I shouldn't have taken the second entry short. Secondly, this is a very strong leg up and we should wait for this to have a break new high in most cases. Also, we've came down twice here to hit the other side of the trend channel. We're likely to get it. We could get two legs to the other side of the trend channel, and often I'm taking trades that hit the EMA and treating the EMA as if it's a trend line, and it's not. It's supportive, but not as good as a trend line. This did finish red or black in my case at the time. I've jumped in at this second entry short at the same time as I took this one. Now this has completely changed on my chart. Fortunately, didn't take a screenshot, but you can imagine this candle here looked like, I don't know, this one here. Starting above the EMA, and I don't know how this has changed a lot. But you can imagine this type of bar here, I've got in on a second entry short. Again, just forcing a trade here. Depends how you... I mean, if I draw this channel like this now, that's still in play. So, break. And you're expecting a new low at this channel I drew. This wider channel... On a day like this, can you draw a wide channel like that? Arguable. So, on this pullback here, I'm angry. And I get immediately stopped out on my second entry short by a tick, and this comes down. This bar closed about here and gives a double trap, which I enter on. By this point, I mean, we've made 2 attempts to make a new high here, so it's okay that it hasn't made a new high, but we're just sideways as f. And again, overshoot. Could be going back to the other side of the trend channel. This might not even be a wider downtrend. It might just be a down channel, break new low. The NQ again goes down and we get to within 2 points to get stopped out on this trade. I get stopped out of my double trap on the ES. I'm fucking fuming at this point. I won 7 trades in a row. Now I've had 4 trades technically in a row within 2 hours of losing. And I didn't say that my Apex PA has $100 a drawdown now. I decided to copy trade today because I got a warning email about inactivity. So I thought, well, I'll trade it today with 1 micro. 4 trades in a row of losers has, left that account, I wouldn't say in life support, but let's say end of life care. There's no way that's coming back. Even with 1 micro, I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. So because of all that, pretty pissed off. This one I let play out. And I think the market gods decided he's had enough today. Let's put him out of his misery and give him a nice win. Nice win in terms of points. This was, 48.75 points on the NQ. But if I was using I don't want to talk about P. I shouldn't talk about P&L, but I would only be down $290 through all this mess we're using 1 mini on the ES and 5 micros on the NQ. So not a disastrous day, given on the days I've been winning with 1 to 2 RR. Been anywhere between $340 and $600. So just one red day, but I shouldn't put myself through this. I think the issue today as well, I didn't go to walk my dog. Normally I take one trade and then walk my dog, but today my wife was expecting a delivery. I had to stay at home. So instead of walking away from my chart, I sat at my desk. But some of the typical issues I had mentally, being down on the day, not accepting a loss. I mean, it wasn't full-blown tail. I took bad setups, but at least they were setups. But ES, I'm fucking sick of ES. Like, maybe I should just stick to NQ. I mean, this 1000 tick chart gives me setups each day. Maybe I should just stick with NQ for, I don't know. Couple of issues that I need. This first setup shouldn't have taken. As I said, I've talked about this so many times. Don't take one of these wide as fuck failures, because by this time it's not even a failure. It's just a first entry short. I should have just taken a second entry short. Maybe you could argue this really tight with a really small break, but this went 1 to 1.5 very easily. You easily get a scalp here, 20, 30 points. So this is a valid setup. It's just one of those where we just try to get a bit too much from it. As a leg down, break, new low, and it's reversed. I just have to accept that. And accept it, as I say, always after the market, data collection. Is 1 to 2 profitable? Or should I just stick to a scalp? And then maybe as well, maybe NQ is good for a runner. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Maybe if I'm using micros, go for contracts with for a scalp and one for a runner. It's an option. And yeah, if I just avoided the stupid. I mean, this was so avoidable. Overshoot. This is still in play. Fucking don't touch anything for now. This one as well. We're sideways. Wicks everywhere. It's wick central. Too easily avoidable losses. If I had just taken 2 trades, if I just taken the second entry short, got stopped out, then taken this second entry short, which looked much better at the time, we would have been green on the day. We would have, well, theoretically, green on the day, $210 in the green instead of 290 red. I have to think about this on a PA, because if I was using a 25k account with this type of size in the sim, this account would have been gone. With these 4 losses, and then this one going into drawdown, headphones broke. I need a payout to get new headphones. See, this just does this all the time. There we go. So yeah, it's just these stupid mistakes. Just not stepping away when I should do. It's just killing the progress at times. You know, at the end of the day, today this was just a small or a standard red day, but it shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have had all the stress. And this trade here was about 2 points for making it a very red day. Theoretically on sim. And my idea in sim, it was to do these 20 trade challenge, but also just theoretically see, could I theoretically pass an eval and get a payout with the numbers. So I've just been noting down theoretical PNL. And yeah, if this had been on a 25k account, this account would have been blown with those 4 losses. Had I been trading this size, but I have to think about that. probably would start. I mean, I was trading 5 micros on NQ, but I think on a 25k you need to trade 3 micros at most, which still gives nice wins if you're going 1 to 2. But I think this would be normal size in 50k, so it would have been in heavy drawdown, but comes back to survive. But the trailing drawdown, at least even end of day trailing drawdown, yeah, a bit difficult until you get to the buffer. Just something to think about, and something to think about to avoid these type of days. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because the other days I've made the videos easy. Yeah, one win in the day, 1 trade in the day, easy. 7 trades in a row. Finally turned the corner. I'm going to be profitable. But I want to show what happens when I go radio rental at my desk. The day wasn't that bad. I respected the stops, which is a big move for me. But yeah, I can't do that on PA accounts. So lessons here: don't take these stupid setups that aren't valid. Accept a loss and maybe just walk away on the day with 1 loss. Maybe 1 trade a day is what I need to think about. And yeah, this type of shit on the ES, overshoot, SST, STT, the short-term trend still in play. Fucking the more I look at this, the more I get pissed off. But in any case, the 1 to 2 are, at least in this case, showed me that a nice big win can limit the damage significantly. And I mean, now if I just get 1 more win, I would theoretically be in profit, or more in profit than I was at the beginning of today. So something to think about as well. But if I take another 2-3 losses in a row, going 1 to 2, what's my reaction going to be? So today, I mean, I was going, because I was doing this 20 trade challenge and I'm up at now 12 trades. After 1 trade per day, today was 5 trades in a day. So it might skew the results, which isn't the best, but I just had to see how I would do after 20 trades. If I can bounce back and finish the 20 trades by next week and see how everything went, then I'll probably go back to my PA, the Lucid PA. I have about $760 a drawdown. Start slow in that. And yeah, just days like this, I don't want to say hate myself, but this inability just to take a loss and move on. So wanted to show what happens when I don't trade well and what my issues are. So yeah, I hope tomorrow is one easy 1 to 2 RR trade, and then I can move on with my life. I hope you had a better trading day than me, much less stressful, and see you tomorrow. Peace.